Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. Today is a Friday and we're going to be talking about some of the news topics from across the country. And there's one story that's been dominating news since yesterday, and that is the results of the voting that took place at the cabinet meeting for the next prime minister. And ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Pita Limjaroenrat, the leader of the Move Forward party, has failed to secure support for his prime minister candidacy. Now, the Move Forward party leader, Pita Limjaroenrat, failed to gather enough support in parliament in his nomination to become the country's 30th prime minister. However, Mr. Pita refused to buckle, saying he would try to gather the required support before a second round of voting expected to take place on Wednesday. He also insisted that the party would press ahead with its plan to amend Section 112 of the Criminal Code, also known as the Lese Majeste law, which was cited as the main reason why several senators refused to back his nomination. I accept, but I won't give up, said Pita. I will find strategies to gather enough support in the next round of voting. Now, he's fell at the first hurdle. He got in total 324 votes. 311 of them were from MPs and only 13 from senators. 82 voted against him and 199 abstentions. So, citing the fact that he wanted to get rid of the Lese Majeste law, the Section 112, he actually came out and said, look, I will also press for the Section 112 as I have promised, not backing down on what he promised the people for his election. And a total of 324 MPs and senators voted in his favor, but he needs about
375.
He needs 375 in total to become the next prime minister. He currently has 324, so he needs to find a way to basically either get those votes or figure out a way to get those votes.
Well, that's the funny thing about it. The almost 200 abstentions are pretty crazy to me because they are effectively the same as a no, right? So there's distinguishing between the no and the abstentions, but not really in terms of the overall effect, because he needs to get to that 375 in order to form a government. And this is going to result in we're going to see people reacting to this in a big way, I think.
I never understood the point of abstentions, especially as a senator. You either vote yes or no. I mean,
it's like that's what you were elected to do, is have an
you're
opinion,
working at an IT company and you show up with no computer. What's the point? Just stay home.
Right.
No. Oh well.
Frustrating.
Allegedly, those are the feelings of some of the people out there.
We'll see.
But look, he's got another opportunity on the 19th, and he'll get a second run and see if he can basically find a solution, if he can get those votes. If not, what's going to happen? Are other coalition leaders going to get an opportunity? Is there going to be a different type of coalition with someone else who can possibly win the vote? Anything's possible.
It sure seems like it.
But there's a knock-on effect of all of these things. So, for example, the Thammasat Student Council condemned the Prime Minister vote. Now, Thammasat, one of the top universities in Thailand, and the Thammasat University Student Council issued a statement condemning Thursday's vote for a new prime minister, saying that members of parliament and senators who voted against the will of the people or abstained from voting were disgraceful. That's right. Strong words.
Indeed.
Coming out of them. And they said that the MPs and senators who voted against and abstained had acted against the people's will. As expressed through the May 14 general election, the MFP had won the election with 151 House seats, and its leader received the people's mandate to be the next prime minister. I read a extremely excellent tweet yesterday, which said that, in Thailand, people spent a lot of time going to the voting stations, voted someone in power, chose their prime minister candidate, and yet he cannot be the prime minister unless someone else in the Senate votes for him.
Yeah, it's going to take public pressure to put to get these MPs to have an opinion.
Exactly.
Another knock-on effect will be that this delay poses risks to the economy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the University of the Thai Chamber of Commerce expects a prolonged delay in the selection of Prime Minister and formation of a new government, leading to protests that, if violent, will significantly affect tourism revenue, causing a loss of 500 billion baht or a 1 percentage point decline in GDP. That is expected. A lot of people, I mean, even yesterday, people were out on the streets. Now that he's lost, and depending on what happens on the 19th, protests are
they're not good for business usually.
They're not good for business, but also like if they get violent, that's the thing.
That's bad for tourism.
People are angry, and rightly so. They're pissed off that they went out. They spent like hours standing in line to vote someone in power. They want change, and now they're not being heard. So they're going to do something about it. You don't want to mess with the Thai public.
Well, they already had their pre-protests, right, in anticipation. So now let's just see what the reactionary protests are going to look like.
Yeah. So both businesses and consumers are closely watching the prime ministerial selection, which could require several votes for Pita to win again. So we're not sure what exactly is going to happen. At the moment, there's a lot of speculation going around.
Yeah.
So I don't want to make comments like as if they were facts. Everybody is speculating on what they think will happen in the business sector and the consumer sector. For tourism, are there going to be protests? Are they going to be violent? Is nothing going to happen? Is Pita going to win? We'll keep you up to date with all the latest information, and you can also check that out on thetiger.com. For now, we're going to talk a little bit about the private sector.
Yeah, we'll continue on that subject a little more. So protests and potential political instability are causing growing unease within Thailand's private sector, chiefly due to the impact of delays in forming the country's new government. The possible effects are multifaceted, potentially touching areas such as new investments and the tourism industry. The Thai Chamber of Commerce's Vice Chairman Kun Poj expressed concern yesterday in light of recent moves by the local election commission, or the EC. Now, the EC recommended prime ministerial candidate Kun Pita disqualification from his parliamentary duties due to violation of electoral rules. Yet, constitutionally compliant action is something the private sector can readily accept. He noted forthcoming investments could be influenced negatively by the delayed government formation. An extended delay could significantly dent investor confidence, as policies set by a new government and its cabinet are often key determinants for future investment decisions. Furthermore, the vice chairman emphasized the obligation of the government to uphold peace and order, especially during political protests. Poj believes that the private sector and civil servants should carry on their duties without interruptions. He said, quote, "The caretaker government should continue its work." Experts believe the political uncertainties may lead to re-evaluation of economic prospects. Chief Executive of Advanced Info Service Kun Somchai, who did not provide a comment on the possible impact of prolonged delay on government formations. However, he highlighted the importance of SME empowerment, using the new government to reduce operational costs for micro and small businesses. Looking at the tourism sector, the president of the Khaosan Business Association, Kun Sangha, expressed concern revolving around the country's protest movement. He warned that increasing demonstrations could tarnish Thailand's reputation, disproportionately impacting the potential first-time visitors who make up nearly 60% of tourist volumes. Now, in the same vein, the president of the Event Management Association voiced concern that violent protests could disrupt events, stoking safety risks and discouraging participation. Yeah, like I said, bad for business, man. Political instability is just, it makes everything riskier.
Yep.
And businesses don't want to invest, and people are nervous about traveling. So it's better for Thailand if we figure this all out more quickly, I think.
Right. There's a lot of stories currently in Thai news that are revolving around murders. So we decided actually not to talk most of them. But if you are interested, please visit thetiger.com for more of those stories. But we've decided to pick our last story today so that we show you something that we thought was interesting.
Yeah, something fun at least. So, tourists in the Nakhon Ratchasima province were stunned to discover two large Asian black bears embroiled in a fierce battle at Khao Yai National Park. The stunning spectacle was swiftly caught on camera by a tourist. Officials have since issued warnings urging members of the public and visitors to keep their distance from these magnificent beasts. A video clip showed the two giant bears, believed to be young males, engaging in an intense battle in a grassy area within the Khao Yai National Park. The fight, lasting several breathtaking minutes, ended with one of the animals retreating into the forest. It is presumed that the two bears were either fighting over territory or food. The event took place near a point where tourists frequently pass by. The sighting is considered rare. However, tourists are often able to witness different wild animals come out of the forest and to forage for food in Khao Yai National Park during the rainy season. Now, despite the allure of such sightings, park officials have issued stern warnings to tourists and locals. Quote, if you encounter a wild animal, it is essential to maintain distance and refrain from approaching the spot where the animal is feeding, as it can lead to a dangerous situation. Now, back in March, a sun bear wandered out of the forest and into the village at Chayapum province in northeast Thailand. It took rescue workers 5 hours to trap that wild animal. Cool footage.
Yeah.
Don't you think, man?
Just two bears fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's always fun. How do these guys compare to grizzlies? They're smaller, surely, right?
I have no idea. I've never even had an encounter with a bear.
That's probably a good thing, I think. I don't think you want to encounter bears.
I see bear. I've never really actually seen a bear apart from like maybe a zoo when I was a kid.
In the wild, that would be terrifying. I don't think I would want to be near that. Yeah.
Although that doesn't necessarily always work.
There's a few black bears run, brown bears play dead.
Yeah.
White bears, polar bears, pray. I think that's what they say about bears. But yeah, well, it was cool.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're still going to be live for about 10 more minutes. So if you do have any questions or comments or concerns, this is your time to ask us anything you like. Normally, ladies and gentlemen, we are always doing Good Morning Thailand live every morning at 9:30 a.m. We do it with our Thaiger members. Yep. Because, they're the ones who allow us to basically do the show. They run the show.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks to their sponsorship, we're able to do this. So normally the show is only for members every morning. However, the content, we always clip it and we post it during the day. So the content and the news is free for everyone, as always. But we thought Fridays, we would just open it to everyone, have a more chill day.
Yeah.
You know, we only have 23 people watching right now. I mean, people are not used to it.
Yeah, we got to make it more regular. That's the thing,
But hey, we're here. And we're going to enjoy your company. So if you do have any questions or comments, please keep them coming. For now, I'd like to say thank you for the people joining us. Kazna, Sick Puppies in the house.
Thomas.
Larry Conley's watching. Thomas. Yeah, Thomas was the first one in.
Yeah.
Marie, Natalie Raymond has joined. She said even the stock market was hurt yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Marie Natalie. Is it Marie or Marie Natalie? Oh, I'm just going to call it Marie Natalie. I have a feeling that it might stumble down a bit more.
Yeah, I mean...
But I'm not a financial expert.
Well, you don't have to be. Yeah. Trust me. We got text symbol, we got
I'm worried. Can I be honest? I'm actually really worried. I thought we'd be months away from this, but the people are not joking around right now. Yeah? The fact that Pita lost, and surely, of course, they're frustrated. Even in the office. So we have about 45 staff here, and majority of them, 95, 98% of them are Thai, and a lot of the young guys in our team in the office in general, they're actually sad. They use the word sad. They feel like there's no democracy in their country. They feel like the person they voted for, their vote doesn't matter, or that it doesn't count, or that change will never happen, and that deflating feeling and experience that they're having.
It's disappointing.
It is. It's extremely disappointing. And a lot of people are young people as well. They want to go out onto the streets. They want to have their voices be heard. And does it get violent? Hopefully not. If it does get violent, this is the young generation, the youths of our country.
The future.
How aggressive are they going to be?
Yeah, I don't know. And youths with
scary
time
times
on their
ahead,
hands.
man. Scary times ahead. And that too. Let's say the public and the people get their way. Pita does get in power. Another concern is how long will Pita be able to be in power?
You know, one of the things I've noticed about the Thai government is they react to public outcry very quickly. And I think that's been a key to their success in maintaining stability for such a long time. Yeah. But they are not responding to how people are being very, people are voicing themselves very much right now, and they're not being heard.
Well, for Sick Puppy says, now you know how Americans feel. We elect leaders who do not care about us, but at least you get to elect them.
We do get to elect them, right? They change, and
you might not like them afterwards. But
that's politics, baby.
Tex Symbols joining us. Ooh, Tex, former member.
Yeah. What's up, Tex?
He says, I just got back from Phuket and Pattaya last week. Spent 3 weeks there. Ooh, nice, Tex. Where are you now?
Yeah.
Are you positive that Pita will still win the election, or do you think the chances are quite low now, says Thomas? I think the chances are low. I think he's going to have to he's going to have to make a change.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it for the changes that he wants to make for the country in terms of the law, like the Section 112. What I think he's going to have to change is going to have to grow the coalition a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he said that he's not willing to work with anyone that was linked with the military government.
Yeah, that's tough.
but his sacrifices are going to have to be made.
For sure. I think so. And that's something in democracy, right? Like, you're never going to get everything you want. It's all about compromise.
Yeah.
The point of democracy is that nobody is mad enough to, go out and start fighting for a cause. Like, everybody's just angry enough to, want to go vote.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Sick puppy, should I prepare for riot? Sick, I know you're going to be in the middle of it.
You're like, I thought this was a party.
Pita pocket. Oh, God. Here we go. Watch out for the spiders, says Kazna.
Yeah. Pita.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sick Puppy says Pita's too far left. He needs to move in the middle and wake up. That's the point, right? Like, that's why he's not getting the support. But, it's hard to compromise, too, when you've been talking all of this stuff. I mean, his role in the election was to move the Overton window, to sort of push the policies to a further left place. I don't think he expected to get as many votes as he did. People just really loved what he was saying.
Yeah.
So when it resonates like that, you kind of got to ride the wave. We'll see.
We'll see.
Hello, Miss Kaiser.
Hopefully everything turns out all right without any violence.
Fingers crossed. Like, yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, I don't even know how many people from our office would be out on the streets.
Yeah,
I feel like, I mean, I wouldn't even blame them in a way. I mean, I wouldn't I'd be like, all right, guys, you do what you got to do.
We're talking about Vox Pops. It might be good to go down and cover some of these protests and get some of people's opinions on things. Like, just, be neutral, ask them what they're thinking, and, just get some of the people's voices on our channel. We'll see. Yeah.
Sick Puppy says he's young and stubborn and should play the game. The smartest thing to do would be to play the game. That's what politics is all about. But I think that's why the people love him and elected him, because he's not playing the game. Or he's saying that the game that you're playing is corrupt and bad for the country, and you need to get out. You guys are bullies. And he's saying, I'll play the game as long as the integrity of the game is still kind of,
it's a weird thing, man. Like, that people in power just really don't like letting go of it. It's like a big issue all over the world.
Kaz says, one thing you cannot call politics in Thailand is dull. Fair enough. Fair point.
That's a good point.
There was a story regarding, I haven't read in depth, but there was a story regarding Thaksin, actually. So
Shinawatra.
Thaksin Shinawatra's daughter, Paetongtarn Shinawatra, who is the leader of the Pheu Thai. She's in a coalition with MFP and Pita. They came in second in the election polls. So Thaksin had a lawsuit with Thai Airways, and there were some corrupt charges that have just recently been dropped this week.
Oh, they dropped them?
They dropped them.
That's fascinating, because I feel like Pheu Thai is kind of the key to this.
Well, obviously.
This compromise, and them dropping those charges means that Thaksin's coming back, I assume.
Yeah.
Right? After 17 years, he's been in self-exile.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Thomas has got a great comment. He says, should we be worried about the military? Will they let Pita use an escalator? I hear they're quite a trap currently. Well, I don't think it will be the military, but I would suggest, military or not, prime minister candidate or not, just a normal person, be careful the next time you're on escalators.
I am on my toes
that's
when I
a
get on
new
these things
concern
now.
you need in your life. One is when you're crossing the road, and another is when you're at the escalator. Always look at your feet. Always look up front.
Yeah, wild one, man. Kaladas, is Thaksin going to face any charges? I think no, right? That's the news. Right?
And also, it's important to note that he is in self-exile. He's exiled himself, because he says that I will not come back to the country, because if I do, I will be wrongfully basically arrested or charged. So even if he comes back, he wanted it to be he wanted to have a fair trial or whatever, if he was to have a trial.
Right.
I guess. Is he going to face any charges? I don't think he's going to come back unless he has a guarantee of no charges.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that would be huge news. Psych, we got him.
Like, there's no
Really
such
funny.
thing as like a presidential pardon in Thailand.
Right. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. They're
yeah.
already in power. They don't need to worry about that.
No water gates here. We only have water doors.
Pita gates or something. Water door.
Pratu Nam, you know.
No, I don't know.
Pratu Nam. Do you know the Pratu Nam area?
Yeah, yeah.
Pratu is door.
Oh.
Nam is water.
Oh. What? Yeah, see, this is why I need to study
no
time
water
more.
gate, water door.
We got water door. I just thought it meant platinum.
Nixon, presidential pardon.
I
No.
know that. Yeah.
There's a lot of depth in that.
That part I
comment.
got. Yeah, it was layered.
Oh, well.
All right. Love in Thailand says Thaksin should face charges for sanctioning extrajudicial murders in his little drug war, allegedly.
Allegedly, love in
allegedly.
Thailand. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Hide your IP address.
That's the thing. I don't go back that far in Thai politics. I'm pretty new to understanding this stuff, and I've studied a bit of history, but all of the past controversies, like, I just hear about them. And it's weird to know because, like with Pita and the ITV thing, right, that feels like a very forced controversy. So it makes me question, like, how are they kneecapping and, like, digging up dirt and using the media to sort of, you know, make these guys look bad?
Yeah.
And, yeah, well, we'll see. All right.
But yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Allegedly.
I think we're going to end the show here, guys. We hope you enjoyed today's brief news topics. There's only one topic that's dominating Thai news today. Yeah.
The Bears.
Yeah. It's the Bears. But yeah, we'll keep you up to date with all the news stories, even on the weekend. You can find all the latest information on thetiger.com. We'll see you. We'll see members. We'll see you live on Monday morning. For the viewers who might have enjoyed watching today, who are not regular viewers, please do consider joining our membership program. We have affordable packages. Hopefully, we'd like to think we do.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd love for you to join the growing member list. And yeah, we do this Monday to Thursday live every morning. All the news topics.
Yep. And then Fridays with you live here.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's optional, absolutely optional. So do consider it.
Yeah, please do. And also, we have TikTok lives going too. So we have I got a TikTok stream coming at 3:00 today, and then 4
we have
Thai
3:00 in the English and 4:00 in Thai. So stay tuned for that.
We're gonna be talking a lot today, I think.
Otherwise, members, we'll see you on Monday morning. Everyone else, we'll see you next Friday. Have a great week. See you. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.